Hi everyone, Sean here from the Sci-Fi Model Guy, and welcome to a special video. I'm going to be doing an unboxing today. Just something I got in the mail I'm really excited about. I got it from eBay. It's a rare item and I'm really excited. I haven't even opened it yet, so it's over there. But before we do that, I want to take you on a little bit of a tour here of my shop, of my garage, where I work and where I record all these videos to give you a little bit different perspective. So you'll probably recognize the stuff behind me here. You've seen that. I'm going to take you a little tour here. We're going to start here with the Ecto 1 Lego. This is where I have some of my cool grown-up Legos there. There's the DeLorean there, and this one actually does light up. I think you press a thing in here, and the flux capacitor lights up. There's Marty and Doc. I was thinking of Rick and Morty. Up here is the cool space cruiser thing that came out. Now this is like a redo of an 80s version, one of the famous ones. If you were a Lego kid like me, you'll recognize that. Over here we've got a Defiant. Here's the Enterprise D that so many of you hopefully have enjoyed. If you haven't, go back and check that build series out. Up here, there's another Lego here. It's a Pac-Man. Now this one I do know it lights up there. Oh, there's the little coin in slot, and these little guys move around and stuff. I'm holding, I can't do it right now, but there's a little crank over here, and the little ghosts travel around, and Pac-Man goes around, and then these guys up here can switch around. I think there's a button, but I can't reach it. Anyway, here is the Galactica, the original Galactica. This was a cool build series, one of the favorite models I've ever built. This model, I think it was manufactured in 1979 or 1980. There's a Bumblebee Transformer Lego that's a pretty recent release that I really like him. And here is the Galactica from the redo. I did this model years ago. It's not lit or anything. I did some really cool what's called the salt and hairspray technique to get kind of some weathering done. Over here is the NX01. I don't know if you guys ever really notice this in the background when I do the intros, but here she is. She's just powered by a little 9-volt battery, and I keep her turned off. Here is, of course, Optimus Prime there. I'm trying to get him to hold this Energon cube, but it keeps falling. So, but he's pretty cool. He transforms. So does Bumblebee, but I leave them in their robot mode. Of course, here is Hal. Hopefully you guys saw that build series too. If you haven't, go and check it out. He does speak. I won't press the buttons because I have to take the battery out to make him stop, and I need to keep this film rolling here. Here is an older Enterprise TOS 650 scale that I did. You know, she's flashing. I got the grills lit blue, which I really like that, even though it's not canon. So she's sitting there. It's one of the earlier models I did. Here's some various Star Wars models. These are Bandai kits that I've weathered, and these are really neat. I have a whole bunch of them down that I'll show you guys here in a second. There's another Lego, the Probe Droid, an old Viper from Battlestar Galactica. Now here's an Enterprise E. You guys, I think this is a 1400 scale, if I'm maybe 2500. This one I'm not really proud of. The lighting isn't that good, and I lit every window on this thing. There's some light leaks. This is an older ship. This is one of the first things I ever lit, and you know, I keep it around because, you know, I can definitely tell my skill has improved so over the last few years. Here's a model of Devastator from Transformers. I forget who manufactures that. I'll show you guys in a second. I've got some more unopened kits that this company did. Here's an Enterprise C. This is a build series we did. I've touched her up a little bit. I did have some light leaks back here that were showing through, and I cleaned those up. You can still kind of see a little bit of a light leak there. I still got a tack. The nacelles kind of leaked. They didn't come out too good. But the paint job itself, I'm really still very proud of on this ship. And this is one of the nicer ones when I started making the turn and getting better at doing this hobby. Here's a runabout. This is the Rio Grande runabout. It's another build series I have. Now you can see here, there are some light leaks here that popped up. And, you know, the funny thing is about these, sometimes you don't notice until you're done. But essentially, she's really cool. I did a lot of battle damage on here, if you recall. If you haven't, go ahead and check that series out. right here. The sensor array lights, these are custom. I drilled holes and used fiber optics to do those things. There's no blinking lights. I didn't use a nav board on this. And then down here, I built this little custom display base with some wood and a disc here, wooden disc, stained it, and did some gloss. And then this, I think, was from the old Reliant or another model I had. I just had it laying around. I thought it'd be a cool display. And if you look at her, she's kind of like tilted, like she's flying up. So that's it for that shelf. We'll move down here. And over here, there's another Lego. This is the Atari 2600. It's a really cool kit. It comes with a few vignettes or little scenes here. There's like adventure, a centipede, and asteroids, and there's some cartridges back there. It doesn't work. It's I've had people ask me if it works, but no, it's just a Lego. There's a sand speeder from Star Wars. Moving over here. This is another old kit. This was one of the first attempts I made at lighting, which failed. You can see this nacelle. This is the Romulan Warbird, from the original series from Balance of Terror. I tried to light it and I failed miserably, but I keep her around. She's cool. There's an Optimus Prime model. That's the same company that makes Devastator here. This here is a 2500 scale Enterprise D. This is a fun kit. I've seen some people light this. Jody over at Trek Mods had done a wonderful job lighting this. Go check that out. He's even making it where it's exploding, and it's really cool. Here's a K7 model, which I've lit. Now, I didn't do a great job lighting this one, you guys. It did come out pretty good. I went a little too conservative, I didn't put enough lighting in here, but it works. It's a 9-volt battery, and I'm really proud of the seam work I did on that, and these different little subtle colors here. Hopefully you can see this. Moving on, here is a recent build. This is a Bird of Prey from Star Trek 3. I still have to build the diorama for that, you guys, and paint the background. Here's an old one I did. This is the Reliant, and she's dusty and everything, but it's a 537 scale, I believe, and it came out really nice, and they have this nice Aztec paneling. You can still buy these decals. I've got one down there for another kit. Okay, there's that. And then if you're a fellow modeler, you'll see I've got a plethora of unopened kits here. There's so much. I've got a few Enterprise C kits. I've got a Rodimus Prime that just came out. Now, this is the same company that did the Optimus Prime. Let's see if I can find the... Okay, so here it is. You can find these at Hobby Lobby or order them, but these are fun kits to build. They're not quite as good quality as Bandai, but they're still pretty good. So I've got several Enterprise C kits here, as you can see. An Enterprise D, another one there that's unopened. An AT-AT, General Grievous, Darth Vader. I'm going to try to light General Grievous one day with his lightsabers. Boba Fett, X-Wing, 3 X-Wings. No, Y-Wing, X-Wing, X-Wing. Sand Trooper, another R2-D2. Blockade Runner from Star Wars. Boba Fett ship there. I've got this is a really cool one, you guys. This is Battlestar Galactica, Cylon Raider, and this is an older kit. I found it in a model shop. Came like that. It's a cool... I don't think I'm going to light it. I'm just going to build it one day. It's pretty fun. These, here's a Soundwave from Transformers. These are kind of new kits from the movie Bumblebee. I forget who makes it, but they're really neat. So I got him, and I got Optimus Prime, you guys. I'm so excited for this one. I can't wait to build this die cast. It's a cool model. There's a Bumblebee model. I've got a Reliant. This is the 537 scale. Another Enterprise E here. A Voyager that's unopened. So you can see, guys, I got a lot of content here. Here's a USS Defiant. That'll be lit one day. This is a cool snap-together Enterprise. It's really kind of a different kit. I've never really seen them. I saw someone had this on Facebook Marketplace, so my wife picked that up for me. Thank you. I got here a little alien, Alpha Centauri UFO alien. Then we move down here. There's a Dideridex, or I think that's how you pronounce it. Romulan Warbird from Next Generation. Now here's a Studio Series TIE Fighter that I've opened, and I started working on it, and I put it away. I kind of put it on pause. Down here, this is a really cool one. This is a Discovery from the 2001 A Space Odyssey. That one, whoops. This is a really great model. Not cheap, you guys. And again, my wife got me that for a birthday present, so that'll be a great build one day. Move down here to some more Enterprise stuff. I'm sorry. There's an NX-01 here. And here is another bird of prey I think I bought. This here, Star Trek Generations, this is the Enterprise B, you guys, from Star Trek Generations. This was a hard find. Pretty pricey on eBay. They didn't make them very long. I don't even know what's down here. I got another Enterprise 650 scale, and I can't see what that thing is. Oh, that's a Viper, a Colonial Viper, I believe, another one that I ordered. Okay. Coming to the end of it. Down here, we've got a Millennium Falcon, which is a really cool Bandai kit. That's going to be a fun build. And then the Enterprise Refit 350 scale. That's the big 3-foot one. We're going to be doing that one day. So, as you can see here, guys, I've got a lifetime of models yet to build. And you know what? Like everyone else, I still buy them. I still buy them, even though I see all that, I've got all this stuff to build. I'll never finish all this stuff, I don't think. Maybe one day, I have no idea. But anyway, that's the big tour of you guys of that background that you see behind you. One last thing I want to show you over here is this cool poster, and it's kind of hard to see. Hopefully there's no reflection that you see, but right here, that, guys, is a William Shatner's autograph right here. Right here is Patrick Stewart's autograph on the Star Trek Generations poster from the movie. Unfortunately, there is some water damage there and there. My dad got this for me. He knew a guy that worked on the movie, and even though it's water damage, it's a prized possession of mine. Okay, moving on over here, there's just a little rack of some spray paints that I have. You guys, if you watch me for any length of time, you know I'm lazy. I don't like to bring out my airbrush, so there's that. Then we go to tool chest and radio and all that. And here's the workbench. So when I'm filming, this here is where the camera goes. When you see me filming, there's an overhead light there. And I got, all my tools and stuff. I built all this, you guys, so all my workbench here that you see. There's my Jack Daniels. All this stuff, I built all this. When we got the house, it was a bare wall. So I'm pretty proud of this build. I built this cabinet, or the shelving here, and it's got all my tools, and of course it's a mess, so forgive me. This here is the box we're going to open up pretty shortly here. And that's really about it. The only other thing I could really show you is this area here. So that when I say I'm going to my paint station, it's right here. I've got these sawhorses set up with some cardboard and a cake decorating spinner here to move stuff around as I paint it. I've got a few spray paint cans lying around, some gloves. Here is the Enterprise C, or for the Ambassador refit redesign that we're doing right now. And let's go over here. Just a last little tour. These here are the dual Enterprise build. I know that series has been paused for a little while. I started painting them, as you can see, but they still need quite a bit of work. I need a few more layers of paint and sanding and stuff. One thing I did wrong on this, you guys, I put it together before I painted them, and I should have painted the nacelles and stuff. I can get around it, but anyway, these are the displays that they're going to go on, so these guys are going to be underneath there. And all my charging stuff. And here's some boxes of the Enterprise C that gave herself up for the research for the current build I'm doing. Some other parts for the ship, and then these here are some parts for those Enterprise guys that I showed you there. So anyway, there's my shop, you guys. So hopefully that's a little tour. I know I've said I was going to do this before, but figured why not. I'll just do a little unboxing video here at the end to give you guys something to look at for a cool kit that we're going to be building sometime in the near future. This will be one I'm going to put up to the top of the list. So I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to put the camera right here on my mount, and I'll be right back, and we'll see what's in this box. Okay, you guys. Well, here we are. Hopefully you enjoyed that little tour there that we did of the shop. It's always been something I've wanted to do. Sorry about it being a little messy and stuff, but hey, you know, I've had it worse. Okay, let's open this up. Now, before I do, if you saw what I was wearing, the thing on the top of my noggin, you'll know what this is, or you might have an idea. So this is something I got on eBay. I've really wanted this for a long time, and I went ahead and splurged and got this thing. This is unopened. It's still sealed, and it's from the year 2005, I believe. It's really good packing job from this person. So here we are, guys. Look at this. Here we are. Oh, it's turned around. See, it didn't open. I didn't know which direction. This here, you guys, is the NX01 350 scale model from Polar Lights. This is factory sealed. You can see the cellophane on here. Let's zoom out if we can. There we go. And look at this, you guys. Over 200 pieces. I don't know how that can possibly be. It's a pretty basic ship, but my goodness. 350 scale, all plastic assembly kit, scale level 2. Polar Lights, and let me see here. There's not much on the side panels here that's worth mentioning. I don't have the room. Okay, so ooh, I can't wait to open this. This is going to be a fun build, you guys. I just have to find some room on that shelf that I just showed you. So let's open her up. It's been 20 years. But models, they're meant to be built. Like that Galactica that I have, she wasn't meant to sit in a box. She was meant to be on display. All right. Well, let's open it up. Here we go. Now I'm looking at this. This is not the ship. This is I think this is a display a base. So that's pretty cool. We can paint that up. Oh my gosh, you guys, the smell of this, I wish I could put that on this through for you. This new plastic, still has that new plastic smell. But here, I won't open these quite yet, but here's a display base. It looks like this I think is for the back that go up to the warp nacelles. Chiller grills, like, oh, here's a piece for the rim. Gosh, this is a big ship. Look at all these pieces. Okay, here's the back piece, kind of like that rear bridge looking thing. Got some clear parts, really not. Here's the grills. Hiccup. The grills here, Bussard collectors. There's a little clear piece right here. That's going to come in handy for lighting. It looks like you need to put lights in there. That's cool. Wow, a whole bunch of more clear parts. These look like, oh, they're windows. Oh, that's nice. So we don't have to drill holes. The holes in here will get filled just like the 350 scale TOS Enterprise. A lot of clear parts. This is 3 bags, you guys. Is it 3? Yeah. 3 bags of clear parts for this. Wow. Okay. And as usual, I will not open these. I always try to avoid opening the clear parts so I'm ready to start painting them. And oh, here's the good part right here. Look at that. Let's open this right now. Let's open that. We got the saucer section. I'm like a kid on Christmas, you guys, seriously. Oh man, this is exciting. Look at this. Wow. the detail on this. This is exquisite. Mike, I want to start building this now. Forget the ambassador class one. Wow, look at all these windows here. Big, juicy windows here for tons of light. We're going to have to put so much lighting in here, you guys. Like a lot of lighting to illuminate all these properly. Wow, okay, look at this. Oh, look at the bottom now. Look at this detail. I'm hoping you guys can see this. The embossing, the texture here, all the little details. This is incredible. Wow, big sensor dome hole. More windows here, big windows there. Oop. Bumped the camera there. And there she is. Look at that. Man. Oh, this is a beauty. I didn't think she was so big. Because a 350 scale for like the TOS Enterprise is the saucer is about like this too. So it's almost like the saucer section of the NX-01 was as big as the 1701. Okay, wow. I'm giddy. Okay, nice warp nacelles here. It looks like these are. Yeah, these are in two pieces. Okay, so there's going to be some seam lines there that we'll have to do some work on. Essentially, though, I mean, there's like, I don't see any flash. I really don't. Let's open this. Let's open these and look. I mean, this, so far, you guys, this is one of the cleanest model kits I've ever seen as far as the quality. These pieces here, there's no flash. They're together really nicely. They fit, man, that was a nice snug fit. It's going to be really easy to get rid of these seam lines. Man, this is, they outdid themselves, man. This is what, I'm so glad I got this. I'm so glad. What do we got here? This bag is not a toy. Okay, well, that's no fun. I wanted to play with the bag. Let's see here. I don't even know what this is. Let's find out. I don't know if it's decals. We'll find out here in a second. Oh, it is decals. Nice. Okay, wow, this is a lot. This is going to take some time to do here. Hopefully these are still in good shape. I know these things after 20 years might be a little iffy on there. So what I'm going to do before I do anything, is I'm going to scan this in as highest resolution as I possibly can in case I have to duplicate any of these decals by hand making them. So it's always like, if you guys ever get old models, and if you have a scanner or know someone who has a scanner, it's always a good idea to make a photocopy as high resolution as you can of the decal sheet. And you can buy this kind of printer paper for an inkjet printer pretty cheaply. They don't come out as good, and you have to have a little bit of knowledge of graphics and stuff like that, but it's always good to make a backup of that in case you need to. I did that with the Galactica, because obviously those decals were not going to slide off from 1979 or 81 or whenever it was. Look at this, some more detail. Look at those, just little, tiny, detailed parts. I have no idea what they even are. Wow. Okay, corrected instructions. Now this is nice. So obviously when they sent this to print, there must have been an error, and they printed these supplemental details. That is really good. These are for assemble the right warp drive nacelle. Left. Okay, so it's nacelle assembly instructions. And this is revised for step 13. So steps 3, 4, 13, and 14. I'm going to, before I move any further, let's open this thing up. Oh my god, okay, it's decal placement. Man, that's going to take a day or two. Look at all those decals. 3, 4, 13, and 14. Okay. So before I go any further, let's do... Okay. I'm going to do X, 3, 4, and then 13 and 14. That will clue me in thescifimodelguy. As you can tell now, I am left-handed. Okay. All right, we won't look at the directions here on the unboxing. And I think that's probably going to be it for this part of it. So I'm going to put these away real quick, and then I'm going to come right back, you guys, with another little treat for this that I'm going to show you. So stand by. Okay, so I'm back, and everything's cleared off. So here is the little extra here that I got. So I ordered these as well. This is from Ralph Tenaglia from Tenna Controls. And I ordered this. We'll open this one first. This is the cool one. Well, they're both cool. I'm going to open this. We'll see what kind of special treat lies in here. I'm really glad they still have this available. All right, so here, you guys, is the nav board for the NX01, along with all the lighting we need for the special little lights. You know, the navigation lights. It's got, oh yeah, see here, it came with some LED pre-made. So we can put that around. It comes with some shrink tubing there. Let's open it up. Why don't we open it? So it's a nice set of white LEDs that we got included in there with the little attachment or the plug. I usually cut those off for some reason. Okay, we've got a bunch of resistors here. White LEDs. I think these look like 1.5 millimeter, maybe 2. Okay, blue LED, white LED. Oh yeah, the blue LEDs. I think that's for the thrusters or the impulse engines on the ship were blue. Here's green, and that's, I think, probably for the nav lights. And red LEDs. Look at these, you guys. So it came with all the LEDs we need for the navigation and thruster lights with resistors. Now, I like pre-resistored stuff. It's just more work to set up resistors, but what can you do? And then it came with a foot or so of shrink tubing, which I have. You guys, I have tons of this stuff. I order it by the meter. Different sizes. Okay, so there's that. What's this here? I have no idea what this is. It looks like it's just wire for something. I don't know. Oh, I think this might be for the nav board. I don't know yet. We'll find out. So included in here is we've got some instructions here, which is really good. Tenna Controls always has really nice instructions. They've got a full warranty. And they're not sponsoring this channel, you guys. I'm just saying the Tenna Controls, if you haven't used them, they're wonderful. Now, I ordered this through HDA ModelWorks, but you can also order directly from Tenna Controls. So here it is. This is the navigation, impulse engine, strobe, and plasma Bussard effect board for the NX01 350. So we have on here, here's the board. If I can open this very carefully. Oh yeah, and it has a remote. You guys look at this. It comes with a little remote control. Isn't that cool? A little radio. And it's colored too, almost like something you'd see. So there's you could turn on the different effects and the lights with this remote. I think that's pretty neat. And it's a nice quality here. It's nice solid plastic. It doesn't feel cheap at all. So here's the nav board. And it's got everything we need on here. Really nicely made. This is really good quality. So this controls everything. It has all the Bussard effects, so it's going to swirl on the Bussard collectors. It's going to blink for the strobe and navigation lights. I'm assuming they're timed correctly. What a nice job here. This is a nice clean circuit. Tenna Controls, you guys, does a really good job. They're really good. And some people might say that they're a little pricey. I think this was like it's over $100. It was like $125 or something. But you know what? It's totally worth it. The quality, the craftsmanship on here, the warranty, the packaging. It comes. I mean, they care about how they package this stuff. You know, you can tell how I opened that. What you saw. I mean, it's really, really good. So here we go. What you'll need: a soldering iron, solder, a cutter, and wire stripper. That's all. And then, you know, it goes through here. I won't read them too much, but how to distinguish an LED. So when you have these, you know, these lights, the LEDs, the longer one is called the anode, and the shorter is called the cathode. The anode is the positive side. The cathode is the shorter. So, but in case you don't know, they do have it right here. Position and wire colors for Company A. I don't know what that is. Company B. I'll have to look into that. But they show, you know, which wires are which. And here's a diagram, a little electric diagram to figure out how to connect these things. And then, you know, just other instructions and stuff. And I believe they have a video on their YouTube channel on how to do some of this stuff. So, yeah, really nicely done instructions, a total walkthrough. Here's a copy of their warranty and everything. So that is super cool. And, oh, there's one other thing to open here. What's this? I have no idea what this is. We shall open it to find out what it is. What do we got? Oh, the Bussard. Okay, yeah, I forgot about them. So yeah, these are, oh my gosh, look at this. This is everything you need, you guys. So there's two sets of this. So here is the Bussard collector. Now, if you recall back to the clear parts we have in the kit, there's a thing that'll fit right over this, and there's a hole for each of these lights, so that we can hot glue that right on there, and it will be really nice, and we can you know, paint it over and mask it so just the lights go. It's going to be really nice. All the wiring is like connected already. Look at that. Looks like someone did this by hand, I'm sure. So here's all the wires here that get connected to the nav board. Man, you got white, yellow, black, green, purple, gray, it looks like, and blue. Okay, so we got, oh, wow. Okay. Look at this. So we've got 3 wires coming out of this LED strip. There's a red, a blue, and a green, and I'm guessing that is to do some kind of a pulsing effect. So we're going to have pulsing effects in the chiller grills. That's something I've never had before. Never done that. That's going to be so cool. Okay, I got to be really careful with these. And here's the other one. Obviously comes with 2. Okay, you guys, here's the second part. Yeah, I kind of went backwards. I probably should have saved that that last one for the end, but that's okay. So here's another thing I ordered. Now this one came from HCA Model Works. And, had a little bit trouble ordering. I was not reading the instructions. So when I ordered from Jerry at HCA Model Works, like I said, I ordered the Tenna Controls board from Jerry. And I was ordering this piece, what I'm about to show you, and then the board in one order, and it wouldn't let me order, and I was getting frustrated. And it turns out if you order a Tenna Controls item from HCM Model Works, you have to do that as a separate order on its own. I think because he coordinates with Ralph over there. Okay, guys, here it is. Sorry about that edit. I realized that paper I took out had my home address on that, and although I like everybody, I'm not going to give my home address out. Just not going to do it. Hopefully you understand. Anyway, so yeah, let's order this. So now this basically, guys, is the photo etch set for the 350 Enterprise. I'm so glad, again, that these were in stock. You know, I mean, they haven't made this model in 20 years. So it's nice to see that these are still being made. Okay, here's the introduction, airlocks, just different little photo etch pieces that we're going to put on, things to bend, instructions. It's not much. You get one sheet. It's pretty much just one sheet of stuff, but wow, is there some cool stuff on here. Let's bring that up so you guys can see. These are going to just add a lot more little character and everything to the ship, and it comes with this nice and embossed photo etch of the Enterprise, the ship. I think this was their patch, and then the logo there. I don't think that goes on the ship. Maybe it does. I don't know. But yeah, this is really nicely detailed stuff. Very cool thing. So I'm going to be very careful with this and put them where they go. I don't know. I'm guessing some of it's for the deflector array. I'll have to see. Let's take a look. Why not? Why don't we take a look? Okay, so there's some stuff for the edge of the saucer section. I don't know what this is. Cargo bay. Cargo bay can be installed in either upper or lower primary hull. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to do that. Just various pieces. Here's for the bridge portion. Just various little things. I got, this was like $25. I figured, you know what, if I'm going to get the thing from eBay, I mean, the ship itself was not cheap. I got one. There were some cheaper than the one I found on eBay, but this one was factory sealed. So I spent the extra money to make sure that I got the cleanest one that I could. I'm sure the other ones are just fine, but I just wanted to make sure. And I kind of wanted to open that for you guys too. So it was worth it to me. So then, I got the antenna controls board, which thankfully those are in stock as well. And we're gonna have fun with this one, you guys. This is gonna be such a fun ship to build. I can't wait to get to it. Now I'm like remotivated to finish the Ambassador class ship redesign that I have, and we're getting good on that one. I have did some painting today on it, and we'll get that one up in a week or two. And then obviously I have to finish those dual Enterprise builds for the giveaway winners. They've been so patient, and I appreciate you guys waiting that out. So I just got to do some airbrushing and get that done. Anyway, all right. I have babbled long enough. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, the little tour of the shop here, as well as this fun unboxing. Hope you guys liked it. And leave a comment and a like and all that good stuff. Shoot me an email, you guys. It's the scifimodelguy@gmail.com. And send me the pictures of what you're doing, because this is for you guys. We're going to be showcasing that stuff soon. So you guys take care. I'm going to pack this stuff up really nicely and get this nice and secure, and resist the urge to start working on this kit, because my God, is this going to be fun, and it's going to look so cool. I might have to ask for permission to put it in, in the house. It'll probably be denied. Of course, but you never know. You don't get anything that you don't ask for. At least anything beneficial. You don't get good stuff unless you ask for it. All right, guys, that's enough for me. You guys take care. I appreciate all of you, and we'll see you down the road. Bye-bye.